Hey, welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected as the Necromancer. In this episode, we are going to explore through the Glacial Trail and make our way to the Frozen Tundra. I went ahead and got us right up next to the Glacial Trail just to avoid any unnecessary extraneous combat on our way up to the Glacial Trail. So let's just go ahead and see if we can take care of all of this nonsense from here. Hopefully I don't get myself horribly maimed in the process of trying to do so. That'd be fantastic. I had a bit of a doozy of a time getting back here because of all of the Bloodlords and immune to physical things and ranged attackers that we were dealing with, but you know what? I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Can you leave me alone, Mr. Frozen Creeper? I don't want to deal with you. I really don't want to deal with you. You are kind of a nuisance. So can you go away? I'd be much pleased if you just fought my my I was gonna say mega plate. It's mage plate. Say, what's a mega plate? I think that's kind of wild. Alright, rot walkers. Not afraid of rot walkers by any stretch of the imagination. They are a non-issue. They move slowly, they come back to life, but they move very slowly, and they are pretty much a non-issue for the simple fact that they deal only melee damage, and melee damage is very easily countered. So thank you very much for being a non-issue there, rot walkers. I definitely appreciate you guys. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to wind up being. I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take us to get through the Glacial Trail. What I really want to do is I want to get to the Frozen Tundra waypoint. That's what I want to do. I don't know if that's going to take an extremely long time or anything. But we're just gonna have to see, I guess. We got some Frozen Creeper minions. So there's an elite somewhere. Gloomburn the Unholy, magic resistant, lightning enchanted, extra strong. That's just a little bit scary. Just a little bit scary. That is just a little bit scary. Hold on a second, you guys. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. Texting my mother. Alright, well, here we go. Let's go ahead and continue on with all of this. Oh, we have some cold bone mages now. That's gonna prove to be a potential issue. So let's go ahead and decrepify them. I feel like that might be a move that might be smart. So let's decrepify the hell out of these guys. Slow them down. Make it so their attacks are less frequent. Because I feel like that might get the job done in some capacity for us. So let's go ahead and slow them down. Slow down the world. It's pretty great, even though they're not really dealing much damage in the end. My minions to these things. Now, is there anything that I can raise? Is there anything here that I can raise? I mean, there's really only rot walkers, which is not necessarily what I want to raise. Because they're slow moving, and they don't deal... Well, they deal a lot of damage, but they're slow moving. Really is the only issue. So I suppose I can go ahead and raise a couple of rot walkers. But again, they move very slowly. There's a unique broadsword there. I suppose that's kind of cool. I'll take that. I suppose I will take that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a well there. Go ahead and drink some well water, get my minions back up to snuff health-wise. Get rid of these bone mages, hopefully at some point. That would be phantasmical. That would be phantasmical if we can get rid of some bone mages. Man, look how slow these rot walkers move. See, this is why they are not worth having. Because they move at, like, no speed whatsoever. Speed does not register when you are dealing with rot walkers. So there is no sense in having to deal with them. So let's go this way. Let's go this way. What is over this way? That is the question. I'm not so sure. It seems like right now what we're using is Decrepify. It seems like Decrepify might be a smart thing to use here because of all the fact that we're dealing with mages, among other things. But it seems to me that the only things that we can raise, minions-wise, are rot walkers, which is okay, I suppose. There's really nothing wrong with that. We got some reanimated hordes. Bonesaw Breaker. I'm a little bit scared of Bonesaw Breaker. He's extra strong, magic resistant, cold enchanted, and stone skin. That's gonna be kind of scary. Just a little bit concerning. But we're dealing quite a bit of damage to him. We can slow him down like crazy. That's all that really matters. Can I slow him down to a crawl? That is the question I'm now asking. Can I slow him down to a baby crawl? Is he cold? He is cold enchanted, so I'm going to go ahead and try not to take any damage from his Frost Nova, from his Ice Explosion. Not going to take any damage from that. So avoid that. It can be entirely helped. You got a breastplate there. I can probably sell that breastplate. I'd imagine I can probably sell that. These potions are not where I want them to be, so let's go ahead and fix this mana potion situation and this healing potion situation. Put them all where they're supposed to be, and get this very, very minor gold chest. There wasn't very much in that gold chest, but you know what? That's okay. That is okay. I wasn't really expecting very much in that chest anyways. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way and see what is this way. See if there's anything interesting this way besides bone mages. Man, why do these bone mages move so fast? That's the question I'm now asking. Why do they move at such crazy speeds? Who's to say, man? Who is to say? But now I can actually revive some bone mages, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. It's exactly what I'm gonna do. Even have another champion bone mage that stayed alive. So why are you still alive, Mr. Guy? Why are you still living? Can you go away, please and thank you? Can you disappear from existence? Can you leave my life alone? I'd be much pleased if you did that. There's a full rejuvenation potion there. I will go ahead and pick that up, because I do want that. And what is up with all these champion bone mages? Did we just really leave that many alive when we passed through here? We must have just left that many alive when we passed through here, which is kind of crazy. That is okay. Hello there, frozen creepers. I don't want to use Decrepify only here, but it seems like Decrepify might be our most precious use of resources. That's what I'm really thinking here. So let's go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and use Decrepify, because I feel like that might get the job done better than Amplify damage in this area. So let's go with that, shall we? Let's go with something like that. At least the enemies here are relatively easy to deal with. They all pretty much deal melee damage, and the only things that don't deal melee damage are the mages. And the mages they only deal cold damage, which cold damage is manageable. I mean, the frozen creepers also deal cold damage, which again is manageable. It's nothing we can't handle. So I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. I feel like we are in pretty good shape to handle this. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. That is exactly what we're gonna do. Hello there, bone mages. I'm gonna kill you and then revive you. That is what I'm gonna do. Kill you and revive you into existence on my side. Thank you very much. I much appreciate you. There's a stamina shrine. I don't need a stamina shrine. That is not necessarily something I need to have, so thank you, but no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you for that. No, my mage. My mage is being annihilated. My mage is being annihilated by rotwalkers. You must save him. But he died. We were not able to save him. He took way too much damage. Poor guy. What a shame it is that he took on the entire world all by himself and then died. Such a darn shame it is that this happened to him. But this is the reality of things, I suppose. Sometimes you must take on the entire world all by your lonesome. Yeah, I wish I knew why these bone mages moved so fast. That's really what I wish I understood. But they certainly do move quite fast. And I'm not entirely sure why. Who's to say, man? Who's to say? Can we get rid of this Rotwalker before it has a chance to cause issues for us? Yeah, we're being attacked from all sides here, which I don't appreciate. I'm trying to kind of walk in a particular fashion here, but we're kind of being attacked from all sides, which is not leading to positive change in our world, and I'm not a big fan. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, there's a lot of ways there's plenty of ways we can go here. And we're just kind of being attacked from everywhere. I'm trying to maintain our minion situation. We were doing a pretty good job so far, maintaining an amount of minions that is manageable to actually fight off these enemies. So I suppose that's good, but at the same time, we're still having a difficult time here. We are still having a difficult time here. So let's go ahead and try our best. Can we get rid of this Bone Mage before he has a chance to run away? I don't like the fact that these enemies keep running away and then attracting more enemies as they run away. That's one thing I am not a big fan of. It's one thing I wish they wouldn't do, is run away and attract more enemies as they run away. So can you guys not do that? Can you guys avoid doing such things? Because I'm trying to maintain a solid force rather than being bombarded from all sides. That certainly seems to be something that's happening. Yeah, even this guy is back. Even this son of a gun is back. He's trying to chase us from a distance. Okay, can I raise my minions? Can I get my mages and skeletons back? That's something that I'm capable of doing. Is that something I am capable of doing? Maybe, possibly. But yeah, I'm kind of concerned that this place is going to be huge, and if it's huge, probably all we're going to do is look for the waypoint here in the Glacial Trail and call the video a success. That's probably all we're going to do. In this video then, is probably just look for the waypoint here in the Glacial Trail, because I don't want to spend the rest of my life looking for the waypoint in the frozen tundra as well. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're probably going to wind up just looking for the Glacial Trail waypoint. Hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully you guys are okay with this. But that's probably what we're going to wind up doing, is just looking for the waypoint to the Glacial Trail, because this place is turning out to be quite huge as well. There's loricated mail there. Loricated mail? That's kind of cool, I suppose. I don't really need loricated mail. I have a wand in my inventory that's probably going to sell for more, so I'm not all that concerned. And then there's the Drifter Cavern, so that's a side area right there. Do I really want to go in that side area? That's the big question. Do I really want to do that? That's the question I'm asking. I really don't know if I want to do that, to be honest. I don't really know if I want to go through that side area. I mean, it shouldn't be all that huge, but I'm really not feeling like going through that side area, if I'm being entirely honest with you. It's not something I feel like doing, so I don't think we will. We're just gonna spend time looking around for the waypoint to the Glacial Trail. That is what we will do instead. Because going into the Drifter Cavern would just extend the length of this video by 15-20 minutes, which I definitely don't really want to do. So we're not going to worry about doing that. We are not going to worry about doing that. We are just going to worry about exploring what we want to explore. I mean, we've gotten to the point in our leveling process where we don't really have to explore every side area we find. I mean, we're pretty much high enough in level that we don't have to explore everywhere. It's not really a necessary thing that we have to do. So I'm not really concerned with doing that. Let's just go ahead and explore what we have to explore. There's the frozen tundra right there. So now we know where that is. But where is the waypoint to the glacial trail? That is the big question. Where might the waypoint be? Who's to say? I'm not so sure. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere at all. Anywhere in this pitch black realm of chilledness. Realm of ice. In this pitch black realm of ice. So my mages are doing a pretty poor job of surviving, but that's okay. I mean, how much health do they have? They have 454 health, not including the health bonus they get from Skeleton Mastery, which I mean, that should mean they have a ton of life. But they are dying quite a bit faster than my regular skeletons, which is okay, I guess. Which is okay, I guess. So let's just go ahead and kill off these frozen creepers. So this place basically is full of cold things. We got frozen creepers and we have ice mages. I mean, the only things that are not cold are the rot walkers. The rot walkers, they deal standard melee damage, which is just fine. Which is just fine. Let's go ahead and raise that guy. What's over here? What is over here? Is there anything over here that we might want, or is this just a little dead end? It's just a dead end. Fantastic. So let's go over here and kill off this guy here because he's all by his lonesome. He's all by his lonesome, and he's got no friends. He's got no friends to make him feel better in his time of need. Which is a shame for him, but good news for us. So this place is going to wind up being huge, I think. I can just tell by looking at the map. I can just tell by looking at the map that this place is going to wind up being huge. So we're looking for the waypoint wherever it might be. Who's to say where, though? I am not entirely positive. But we have a ton of cold mages, which is super nice. But the problem is that most of the things that are here in the glacial trail are immune to cold, which doesn't really help us all that much. But having extra minions is probably going to be nice to have, I suppose. So let's go over here. Let's go over here. We got some elite cold mages now, which is going to be a problem for us. Which is going to prove to be a problem for us. Elite cold mages, that's going to be an issue. That is going to be a significant issue. Is he extra strong? He's extra fast and something else, but I didn't get a chance to see what he was because he left before I had a chance to read it. He's extra fast, mana burn, fire enchanted. So he's cold enchanted and he's fire enchanted. Well, he's an ice mage that's fire enchanted, I should say. Which is interesting. Which is very, very interesting that he deals cold damage and fire damage at the same time. There's a bone knife there. That's kind of interesting. A bone knife. Suppose that's cool. Alright, let's go this way. Is this where the waypoint's going to be? Is it going to be over here? Maybe, possibly? Yep, it's right here. Alright, fantastic. That's exactly what I like to see. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell all we got here and call this video a success.
Good afternoon.
But first I have to identify all this crap. So, yo, Deckard Cain, can you identify this nonsense so I can actually sell it? That would be phantasmical. What do we got here? We got that for 35,000. We got, ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't need it, though. Griswold's Edge. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I don't really need it, but that's kind of nice. I don't need an L rune. I'm going to go ahead and sell the L rune. But all right, guys, so thank you for watching today's episode. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys next time when we explore through the frozen tundra and go beyond that and see how much farther we can get beyond that. And as always, guys, I really do appreciate you watching. It truly, truly does mean the whole world to me. I will see you guys in the next episode.